Alright, truth and love, y'all. Excuse me for my sloppy mouth. I'm chomping at this white slice right here. It's so good. But I gotta say something that's super duper important. And I don't think anybody's ever said nothing like this before. If they did, peace and love to them for the courage to say it. Where I'm about to come from is from a place of honesty, experience, and compassion. And I don't usually do trigger warnings because I don't believe in that shit. Because I believe anything can trigger anybody at any time. This does have to do with sexual abuse. You could be a child going through it. You can be a teenager, a young adult, grown adult, elderly woman or man. You could be anybody that has gone through it or is going through it currently. This is not to discredit anybody who's been through it. I've been through it myself. This is not to put anybody down. This is not to take away what you've been through simply because I'm not here to make anybody who is actually a victim or has been victimized look like you deserved it or that you're not worthy of anything more than the abuse in itself. Okay? This can go for any type of abuse, but the reason why I'm coming out with what I'm about to say is because I'm so beyond the 3D realm. I believe we all are. Excuse me. And I'm saying this because I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. If I can get to the bottom of rape and sexual abuse when it comes to reasoning, why we go through it, what's caused it, from everything of the earthly realm all the way up to the spirit realm, I want to understand it as best as possible. So what I'm saying, what I'm about to say is my opinion and my opinion only. Everybody who watches this, please do your fucking research and don't ever take my word for it. I'm just here to provoke some thought, okay? Seriously, I'm not here to hurt nobody, put nobody in danger, or to empower abusers in any way. Like I said, I've been through it. I've been through sexual abuse. As a child, it's not fucking cute. It's not funny. It's not cool. It's fucked up. That's why I'm about to say what I'm about to say on a deeper level. So just hear me out. This will have to do with past lives. This will have to do with your current life. Possibly soul contracts. I'm bringing my wisdom and innate channeling from God and wisdom all together to do my best to make sense in everything that I'm about to say. So if you've been patient so far within almost 4 minutes of me saying this, I thank you so much, and I think you're the ones who are ready to fucking listen to what I'm about to say. When it comes to going through sexual abuse, specifically, because it's one of the most touchiest subjects in the world. Nobody wants to talk about sexual abuse. Nobody wants to say that they've been through it. And I don't want to say nobody like nobody has brought it up. But for the most part, people would be quicker to talk about other abuses before sexual abuse because it's so intimate and so private. You hear me out as somebody who's been through it. When it comes to past lives, the very first past life recollection I ever had was when I was 6 years old, and I had a past life memory of a bunch of pirates on a ship that had their pants down or were taking their pants down, and they were taking turns raping me. Okay, and it was a slave ship, but it wasn't a black slave ship. It was a slave ship for women. It was a bunch of women on the bottom of the ship, and we were supposed to do everything that the men said. And once they were done abusing us, they would push us off the ship. Okay, I was 6 years old when I had that past life recollection. Reason why I'm saying all this is because I just listened to one of Jaguar Wright's interviews. And the guy that was interviewing her was talking about how this man got raped by a certain celebrity and several other women who were also women. And how they raped this guy with strap-ons. And how they said to him, make sure your fat ass don't tell nobody about this shit, or something along those lines. My heart goes out to this man. I don't know his story. I don't know his past life, though I can see past lives very clearly. I don't know his chart. I don't know nothing about his soul contract, nothing. But here is what came up to me inevitably as somebody who has been abused more by men than women, even though women have abused me too. Here's what I will say. Innately, immediately, an energy came up to me in my chest space talking about how some of these motherfucking men deserve it, right? Not that I'm trying to hold a grudge against men. Not that I'm trying to hold a grudge against anybody. I'm not coming from a childlike state of mind. I'm always thinking about justice and balance. What I've learned, that's what justice really truly is balance. I think about how, number one, that's horrible. Should have never done that to that man if that was true, if that was the case. They really strapped that man down. Number two, my heart goes out to him because of the pain, humiliation, and all that he's got to feel. He's got to go through those feelings, right? But number three came up just as immediate as my compassion, which is you can, I hate to say it, when stuff like that happens to you, it's because somewhere in your spirit has allowed it. Consciously speaking, you don't allow rape. If you were to sit there and say, no, I don't want to have sex with you, and they have sex with you anyway, that's rape. That's a violation. There's nothing in the world that will ever take away from the truth of that. But on a deeper level, on a spiritual or soul level, that shit was allowed. Somehow, some way in our soul contracts, we have allowed that shit to go down so that we can learn lessons. Some people are not strong enough to get up from stuff like that to learn lessons. And it's not just sexual abuse. It's all kinds of abuse. It's gunshots. It's physical abuse. It's neglect. You being out on your own 100%. Whatever the case is. Okay? I don't know what that man has done to have hurt other people in past lives. I'm not going to sit here and say that he was deserving of it or that he was worthy of it. What I will say is that it's very possible that in a past life he had done some harm to women or men and or children to have gotten himself in that position. Now, take a deep breath. Slowly let it go. I'm not here to harm anybody. Even people who are abusers, I'm not here to come after nobody's neck. Here's what I am here to say. I know for me personally, I had a past life where I had spread diseases to many people because I was a sex addict. And I have killed and hurt many people because of it. And I understand that is part of the reason why I went through abuse as a child. You know, you have to look beyond the fact that, oh, you know, I was a kid and I was a pretty little girl and all that other shit. I get all of that. It doesn't make it right. But at the end of the day, karma is karma, and karma don't got no feelings. We got feelings. As people who are souls who are trapped in a human body, we got feelings. Karma doesn't. Karma knows its job and knows that if you do something wrong, wrong is going to come back to you. You do something right, right is going to come back to you. And that's just what the fuck it is. Okay? We can go deeper on karma, but for the sake of hopefully this video not fucking cutting off, I'm trying to really get through this as best as possible. A lot of times, you know, even for the abusers that get caught and they're in the courtroom and you got the families and the judge and everybody that'll speak on this person, that'll say, man, I hope you rot in hell forever. Or I hope you go through this, that, and the third. You'll never know the kind of pain. You'll never know the kind of pain, especially for the ones who don't got no fucking remorse. Some of these people come back in another life to go through what their previous victims go through. And they feel the same feelings that they had left on the people who are not able to alchemize those feelings. So now he's left with the alchemy work, or she's left with the alchemy work of those feelings. All this to say, when I think about abuse, specifically rape and molestation, it doesn't hit me the way it used to hit me because I've been able to alchemize my feelings. Therefore, I've been able to alchemize my traumas. I know not everybody is ready to get there yet, but it is my hopes and confidence that you do get there. There are a lot of people on this planet who are going through a lot of abuse because there's been a lot of abusers. Not everybody believes in past lives, and I understand that. But we have to be a little bit more fucking open-minded from our religion and our spirituality and come to a place of honesty. And honesty will take us so much more further, I feel, than religion and spirituality can ever get to by themselves. I had read a book a month and a half ago. It's called The Kundalini and the Chakras, if I'm saying it correctly. It's a dark blue book with someone silhouette or an outline person in cross-legged position with the chakra system going up. There's a chapter that talks about there's a specific chakra that has to do with rape, and I'm going to continue to do my research on it. The reason why I'm making this video is because I don't take rape or abuse or molestation lightly at fucking all. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's not funny. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. And people are more controlled mentally, even for the people who haven't been raped and molested. Sex and sexuality and sexualization controls people's minds and spirit more than people know. I'm speaking on this because I'm continuing to do my research on this in hopes and confidence that this whole sexual abuse will subside enough for most of us to be able to conquer the feelings, therefore conquer the trauma, therefore conquer the shit altogether. Like I said, I'm going to full circle back to what I said in the beginning. I'm not here to say that sexual abuse is right or that it's correct. I'm not here to say that it's cool or anything of that sort. It's fucked up. And I'm not sitting here saying that any child deserves it, even if they are the reincarnated version of the person that used to do that to multiple children in the past life. What I am here to say is that I am one of the people that's going to be breaking the chain of sexual abuse. And I pray that others are doing the same and will be looking at it from a deeper perspective, not from a surface level of spirituality or a surface level of religion. That we can put those two together and get deeper, put the bullshit differences aside, because this one text says this and that one text says that, Quran says this and the Buddhist says this and the Taoism says that and the Bible says this. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. There are children out there that are getting violated while your bitch ass is fucking arguing. I pray to God that we can put the bullshit aside. Be more open-minded and open-hearted and align those two openness so that we can lead with alignment rather than our ego. And help everybody who is either about to go through it, is currently going through it, or has gone through it. Peace.